Hi guys! I've been trying to figure out how to be able to post videos to you guys so that I can say hello in person or at least in a different way than just on the discussion board. So hopefully this will work. If you're seeing it, that means I figured it out. I'm really excited to be with you guys this semester, and I'm looking forward to hearing more great discussions on the discussion board. I just wrapped up the grading from this past week, the discussion board one, and you guys are having fantastic conversations and engaging in really interesting ways, and I really enjoyed reading what you had to say. I hope it continues in that way, and we just go even deeper with the material as the course moves on. I made a little list of things here, so I apologize for looking down. I'm terrible at remembering what it is I'm supposed to be saying. Anyhow, I wanted to apologize for some of the slow learning. We've been off to a slow start, maybe, or a rocky start. I don't know how it seems on your end, but this is my first time teaching online at UA. So I've been kind of working out some bugs as I go. I had the primer going into it, and I thought I was ready to go, but of course some of these things don't work as you expect them to. So I apologize for things like the discussion board not operating the way that you thought it was going to. I did post a kind of a tutorial about what's going to happen going forward. I put that through the announcements and sent it out by email, so I hope that made it to you guys. But the really important information there is that the discussion board will close at the due date on the syllabus or the course schedule. So if you haven't posted by that time in the evening, you won't have an opportunity to post with the group, at least, after that time. You can always try to check in with me, but you're not going to have an opportunity to be able to post and get feedback from your classmates. And that's for a couple of reasons. I really like to try to condense the conversation about those specific units into the week in which they're happening. I know it's an asynchronous course, but I think the more that we can try to have conversations and close them up and then move on to the next, it might result in a deeper conversation there, where if we have people posting after the deadline or whatever it is, those comments might not be taken to heart, or people aren't going to incorporate them as they would have had they happened in the window. So I'm trying to do it from that perspective. And also a practical reason for me is I'd like to be able to grade everybody at once, looking at everyone's responses in order to come up with my grading rubric and understand how people fit in together that week. And if I have people who haven't yet responded, it's hard for me to do that. So it's going to close on the deadline. I'm going to close out the discussion board, grade everything, and then reopen it where you can see my individual replies. You should be able to see that now. You'll have a grade in the grade book and also a reply on the discussion board that everyone can view. I provide a little bit of constructive criticism, but also try to, pull out the parts that I thought were really great, what you were doing in the discussion board this week. And yeah, I was just so pleased to see that some of you guys were really having deep conversations about the material, so I was really happy with that. Going forward for the discussion boards for next week, I know that some of you guys have begun to post. I believe it was Rachel that already posted, but mentioned the coincidence around talking about disaster relief when we have Harvey and Irma and potentially Jose, who knows, brewing right now. So the timing couldn't be better to be thinking about these issues. But please feel free to incorporate any of that as you see fit this week, but you have the prompt there, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always happy to answer them. I mentioned that you guys can contact me by phone. I put my phone number there, I think on the syllabus, and also on an announcement I sent out to you guys. You're welcome to try to call me. I would recommend texting, though, because I do have 2 kids. So calls are kind of hit or miss in terms of whether I'm able to answer. As a matter of fact, I'm locked in my bedroom right now. I've been 3-year-old birthday partying all day, and I'm trying to get away to chat with you guys. So texts are appreciated, and hopefully I can get back to you as soon as I can. But feel free to reach out if you need to. What else? Oh, some people have been asking me about quizzes, and if you guys have any questions about which items you missed, I don't yet know how you yourselves can access that information on Blackboard, but I can access it now. I just figured it out today. So person who asked me, I will email you shortly. So if you have questions or just, want to see what you missed, I'll be happy to copy those items to you and email them to you so you can kind of reflect on that. Or, if you don't feel it's fair, I understand that as well. Feel free to let me know. We can talk about it. There's actually one question from quiz 1 that I've reviewed and don't really agree with the way it was scored, so I have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. You'll likely be seeing some credit back on that quiz. What else did I need to touch base with you guys on? So, just general feedback from the last discussion board as you're entering this discussion board. Keep in mind to make sure to address each aspect of the prompt. Sometimes I find it really helpful for myself and for other students to just copy the question and use those questions as headings so you know you're addressing every aspect of the question. Also, an easy way to make sure you get full credit is to respond to at least 2 of your classmates. Many of you are responding to more than 2 classmates, which is fantastic, but I'm only requiring 2 to ensure that we all have some back and forth dialogue around these discussion posts. In grading the discussion board this past week, I found I was giving full credit, a 10 out of 10, to the students who were pulling in material that wasn't necessarily included in our unit this particular week, but were applying outside knowledge or experiences in novel ways that were extremely relevant to this week and really deepening our understanding. So going forward, the more you can do that, that's exemplary work. I found that most people were doing very good work this week. There were a few people that did exemplary work, and I'm one of those graders, if you're wondering. I don't give everyone 100s the first week. You kind of work your way up to it, and I think you get to know my standards better. I get to understand what your strengths are as the course progresses, and we can play off of that. But please, nobody be discouraged. Feel free to reach out to me if you have questions about the grade. Yeah. So I'm hoping to post videos weekly, at least, to maybe have a different way to communicate with you guys. Let me know if it's helpful. If not, I'll stop doing it and I won't bug you guys anymore. All right. Hope everyone has a great week, and I hope to hear from you if you guys have any questions about anything. Thanks. Bye.